Good girl. Other one. Good girl. Jump, jump, jump. Good girl. That was good.
April 9th, 2014 is a date engraved in all of our memories. The early spring morning in Murraysville, Pennsylvania turned into a chaotic one when one student at Franklin Regional High School went on a stabbing spree and injured 20 students and one security guard.
I was stabbed at Franklin Regional. I was one of the last people to be stabbed there. I was seriously injured and in the hospital for an extended period of time.
It has happened again. Another quiet morning in America shattered by a burst of violence at a school. And this time, a young boy with 2 knives on a rampage inside the halls of his high school in Pennsylvania. 15 minutes of terror.
I don't know what I got going on down at school here, but I need some units down here ASAP. We're getting a call reporting one individual has a knife.
A 16-year-old boy, a sophomore at the high school, running through the halls dressed in black, brandishing 2 8-inch long knives.
We've got multiple victims here. We need ambulances here as soon as possible.
One student saw what was occurring in the hallway and pulled the fire alarm that allowed students and staff to exit the building before more were injured.
And we went outside, and I remember it was really cold. It was one of those like spring days where it was always really cold in the morning and super hot in the afternoon. And I looked over and I saw someone taking their shirt off, and I thought, it's so cold. Why is this kid taking his shirt off? And I realized that he was tying it around someone who was hurt and was bleeding. So at that point, like everything kind of like snapped back to reality, and people started running out of the building, telling us to run, like screaming for help.
One individual who sees plenty of tragedy herself with her day job as a flight nurse, Holly Russell, was instrumental in the days after the stabbing with her therapy dogs. As students, we knew that the real challenges were ahead of us in the days and weeks that we would have to face going back to school.
So the Westmoreland County Therapaws, our involvement with the stabbing at Franklin Regional was that, it's in our community, and we reached out offering our therapy dogs to the school should they need it. We received a phone call that they did want to be involved. We had 48 hours, I think, to get it together, and so we looked for background checks, made sure people had all of their paperwork together. We had about 20 dogs there each day. I think a total of 41 dogs volunteered during that time when the students and faculty were coming back to school.
Therapy dogs were an amazing addition in the days and weeks coming back to school and trying to get back into the swing of things. Abby Lynch, a student at the time, even had the opportunity to bring her own certified therapy dog into school.
So we did puppy classes with Annie, just like the normal puppy classes at the obedience center up the road from us. And then we decided to take the 2nd and 3rd level of puppy classes. And that's when we could get the Canine Good Citizen certificate and the therapy dog certificate. And we just decided to do it because it sounded cool. And then the first couple times we took her to nursing homes, we realized like it was really neat to be able, like the old people, like their faces just light up. So that's what we did most of with her as a therapy dog, was taking her to nursing homes. And then after the stabbing happened, the coordinator got in touch with all of the therapy dogs in the area and said that the school had reached out to her and were offering the therapy dogs to come in, which was just an awesome opportunity for me to be able to bring my own dog in. And I think it helped me a lot just to have that purpose, and then to have her with me, and like it just, all my friends that know her and everybody else, like you could just see everybody's faces like light up when they see the therapy dog. So it was really awesome. It was a cool experience.
Therapy dog certificates are earned through different testing that a dog must pass before being certified. It is usually basic skills, for example, walking nice on a leash and not being bothered by loud noises and movement.
She's so cool.
Annie was one playful therapy dog who loves to do tricks for treats and was a great addition to the therapy dogs coming into the school.
So when the therapy dogs came to Franklin, like after the stabbing, I remember walking down the social studies wing and seeing Abby, and I'd known her from track. So I felt comfortable to go up to her and be like, "Can I pet your dog?" And it was amazing. Like everyone was so excited when they told us they were bringing dogs in. Like you could just tell the whole school like forgot about it for a couple minutes. And just seeing Annie like made my day. She is a great dog. She's so happy. She's so cute. And I was really happy that Abby and everyone else had brought in their dogs.
Many students had mixed feelings about going back to school, but for most, it was just another hurdle to overcome so we could make a new normal.
Going back into school, I really didn't have a problem with it. I was kind of excited actually because I got to see all my friends again and kind of return to normal life and not be so overseen by doctors and my parents as much. It was nice.
Having the dogs there at Franklin Regional, when the students were coming back, I think a lot of the students, whenever they started walking down the hallway, were quite surprised. We had strategically placed a therapy dog probably every 10 feet down that hallway. So when the students started walking down the hallway, they didn't think about what had occurred there. They were looking forward to seeing the next dog. So the reactions were very positive.
The first couple days that we were back in school, they had the dogs there during the school day. And the dogs would come around to the classrooms, and like to see, it was kind of comforting too because you saw your teachers in that element too. Like you're so used to seeing these teachers stand in front of the room and talk at you, but to have them like get down on the ground and play with the dog with you was just a whole new level of like bonding and like reconnecting with everyone. So the dogs offered support and they kind of brought us all back together because it was something mutual that we could all focus on that wasn't what we had all been through prior to that.
Going back to school was really hard, especially for me because I didn't take the bus the rest of the year because he rode my bus. So for me, heading back to school, I was really nervous, heading back to my locker, and I really didn't want to go. I told my mom I don't want to go, so she was like, "Oh, you can stay home." But the track team really helped me come back. And then when I found out the dogs were coming, there's just something about dogs that just makes the whole room light up.
I thought it was good for people to get to interact with them. It made the day go by a lot faster and you could see it made people happier. Personally, I think it was a great thing for people to interact with them, but I have my own dog for that reason.
It was nice to see the community come together during a difficult time and offer support and kindness during the transition back to school.
As a handler, having my dog there, I did not go to Franklin Regional. I moved into the area as an adult. But I'm a member of our community here, and I have to tell you that my therapy dog teams, some of them being teachers, some of them having worked there, some of them having kids there, some of them being grandparents of students there, what people didn't think about from that aspect, I don't think, is how much it let the community heal. Because as handlers, they allowed us to go in and help the students heal. So for us, we were giving back, and I think as a whole, having the dogs there helped the students, but it also helped the community heal.
April 9th, 2014 will always come and go on the calendar, and we will be reminded of the events that occurred, but we will remember the time that therapy dogs brought us all together and allowed us time to heal and grow during a difficult time. As a student body and community, therapy dogs brought positivity and were able to bring smiles and comfort to so many. In a world where there are many tragic events that occur, it is a nice reminder that a four-legged fluffy friend can bring so much love to humans and remind people to spread kindness, not hate. Seeing a tragic event unfold firsthand is something you can never erase from your memory, but looking back after the events of April 9th, 2014, we are able to see how the student body and community came together to show that FR Strong is and will always be the most important factor